Atlanta has 10 days of rest coming in on this game as well.
I couldn't give a shit. Their coach.
So which one is it? So is it extra rest is bad? Two teams going to the same time zone from the same time zone. It's a massive advantage for one of the teams. Which one is it?
Listen,
I'm not. Wait.
You talk to Rob
Pump
about
the brakes. Pump the brakes.
You know
Also,
I'm Carolina.
Mayo experience.
Mayo experience. Mayo experience.
Welcome to the Pat Mayo Experience presented by Underdog, the Week 6 best bets, gold, silver, bronze. Guys, should we still be doing the teaser at the end? Because that's not going well.
No, it's actually going great because you can bet against us and make all the money. You're rich. You win every week. This teaser's a fucking joke anyway, but there was a lot of things that were a joke last week, like block kicks returned for touchdowns and super teasers ruined, survivors down the fucking toilet, flush. Right, Rob? Like, what are you going to do? It's the NFL. Basically, to me, you watch it, and then the last 2 minutes, like, whoa, it's exciting movie time. What's going to happen? Am I going to win or lose on like one or two plays here? Is there a flag?
I don't often actually get angry when I watch NFL. I get tilted sometimes where I like, okay, blow off some steam. But if I could have punched Zach Taylor in the face last week, I would have punched him in the face.
You're right, Rob.
They're passing the ball all over the field, all over the field all day long. And then they get the turnover in overtime. They go run up the middle. They kick a 53. Well, how dumb are these people? How dumb are these coaches? This guy's living off of that Super Bowl appearance, which Joe Burrow took him to. He is a complete idiot. My fault. I bet on the idiot head coach. I get it. You got to take some blame, but we got hosed.
This is the problem. We're on the right side of these games, and we're getting but it doesn't fucking matter in the end. You look at your account and go, wow, I had Cincinnati money line and plus the points and this and that and whatever. Hey, the guy ruined our cat theme too. It goes 2-1 instead of 1-2. The Bengals should have won that game. And by the way, Carolina, I get it, but we'll talk more about those turkeys later on because I got an addiction that's worse than meth, and it's the Carolina Panthers.
You're going back to the well with the Panthers again?
I actually have a proposal for you and Rob, since you guys have taken a lot of stuff for the team this year. It's a team leaves town match, a team can't be bet match. It's Atlanta versus Carolina. I might use them as a mineral, and if I do, and they don't cover, I can't use the Carolina Panthers for the rest of the year.
I love that. I like that you're making your own rules now, too. You're shitting on us for making rules all year now.
I thought you guys would be happy because I'm actually admitting what you're doing. You guys are doing a favor by doing that, and I'm going to say this. It's also helping myself because I just can't help myself. It's almost like a drug addict realizing he's waking up and missing work now. You're not a functioning alcoholic or drug addict anymore because you show up for work. Now you're missing work. You're in bed. You got problems.
Yeah,
Carolina's becoming a real problem.
I've been down this path before. It was a year where the Cleveland Browns had Deshaun Kaiser as their quarterback, and he used to throw like a painstaking. It was like basically Will Levis that year. They would be covering all game. And then he would be like a fumble pick six late. I could not get off that team.
Carolina was horrible. Well, they scored the first touchdown, and after that, like when Chicago went up more than 7, I go, this is done. But Cincinnati really pissed me off because we were on other good stuff.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? It's funny. When I was tabulating the results from last week, I was like, oh, we went 7-2. This is great. Everyone hit their gold pick. And I totally forgot that Baltimore covered that spread and Cincinnati didn't. Yes. So that kept the trend alive, though. Rob improves to 0-5 with his gold pick because Cincinnati lost. I improved to 0-5 with my silver pick because Pittsburgh lost on Sunday Night Football. And Cam improved to 0-5 with his bronze pick because the Carolina Panthers. Other than that, we were 5-4 for the week. I hit my gold. I hit my bronze. You guys, or Rob, you hit your silver, so that was good. So did Cam. It wasn't an overall losing week. It could have been a really good week.
Yeah. Are we at the point now where we intentionally give out a play that we like the opposite of what we bet for our gold, silver, and bronze?
No, just for the teaser. Yeah. I see
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
say you love Carolina this week, Cam. You should put Atlanta as your bronze because your bronze never wins.
But here's the deal. As I said about Carolina, that defeats the whole purpose because they're the shittiest team in the league. And if I'm ever going to break an O streak, it's going to be with the biggest loser team in the league. So it's almost doing the opposite. Like any other normal person would take Atlanta, but I'm taking Carolina. Do you kind of understand where I'm coming from? Am I making sense or? I don't really make a lot of sense.
That's what I was.
I'm not
You
betting
said
Atlanta.
it, not me.
I'm not betting Atlanta. Sorry, okay, I don't care. I'm not betting them this week. I don't care what you guys say. I'm saying if Carolina doesn't cover, I'm done with that.
No, I'm not. I'm not telling you to go and bet Atlanta. I'm telling you to go and bet Carolina like you want to, but use Atlanta as the bronze. Do you see what I'm saying here?
Yes. But if then Carolina covers, then we get a losing pick. I'm not doing it. I can lose myself.
Well, we're getting a losing pick every week anyway. What's the difference?
Oh, here we go. Can we just try to stay positive? Like enough of this negativity. Let's just turn this thing around. I believe this week we could do really well. The Cincinnati Bengals, like it was ridiculous. The fact they didn't cover, like win or not cover in that game was just stupid. I'm on Seattle on a super teaser. The guy fucking breaks through the line, blocks the kick, and instead of going down, he takes it all. I'm like, what else? Like, I haven't had a moment where I'm actually like kind of crying in the shower. Like it was like the crying game. And I'm like, I got a real problem here. And then I go on Pizzola's Cowboys, and I was like owning Mahoney on my hands and knees going, I can't believe you're doing this to me. There's a pick in the end zone. They should have won that game by $1 million.
I know.
I had to wait to the last play of the game. I'm like, I'm on Dallas. Thank God. I told Gambler, I'm like, if you screw me again, bro. Like, Rob, I actually considered some crazy stuff.
Dude, that fumble inside the 5.
Oh, God. I almost had a heart attack. And you're a fan of these guys. What a joke. Our teams are unreal. Like, the Seahawks are a joke. The Cowboys are too much. Like, we're not going to make it through the season the way things are going. Like, just too much, man.
Rob, is this the season that you can remember the most with the most variance, or at least the good teams are not clearly such a cut above the rest of the teams? Everyone seems a lot closer this year.
I would say that the range between, let's even say like the mid pack, like number 5 to number 20 in the league is way smaller than it's been in any other year. And you're seeing that with all these big underdogs who are not only covering, but like winning outright in a lot of these games. Eventually that'll turn, I do think. But right now there's like, is there an elite team in the NFL? Every team has some sort of weakness going for them right now. So I would agree with that. I think the range is small. Like, remove Carolina, remove New England, and the range between the rest of the teams is a lot smaller.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. Maybe New England's going to be great now with Drake May.
Listen, I think that there's like what I call a fat tail outcome here, where Drake May could pause. Like, we don't know what he is. We know what Brissett was in that lineup. Couldn't make an explosive play. Couldn't throw downfield. Maybe you get a quarterback that just steps in and is like Jaden Daniels all of a sudden.
I like New England this week. It's too many damn points. Don't you think, Rob?
I personally would rather bet New England money line than New England spread.
That's to make them. Yeah, I understand, because they could get smoked or win the game outright.
I think with May, we don't know what it's going to be. It's like a wider range of outcomes that can happen. But Houston is definitely not impressive right now. We could talk about. I mean, I know they beat Buffalo last week. They had to hang on and to win that game. Houston's offense has got some real
Nico
problems.
Collins is on the IR too. Big. Like, what are you going to do? Tank Dell's got to step up. These other guys, like, I'm going to tell you, New England getting the touchdown. Like, I know you say money line, Rob, but I'll take the points and sprinkle on the money line probably, because I just think Houston shouldn't be favored by more than a touchdown. They should be, like, in my opinion, 4.5, 5 on the road. It should be like one of those limp numbers, like 5.5, not 7.
Yeah, but you can't. There has to be a number that you have to put up that's big enough. Because, I mean, I'm even looking at it right now because I see the same thing you guys see. Like, yeah, Nico Collins is on IR. Mixon's probably not going to play. Tank Dell is clearly not 100% coming off the massive season-ending surgery that he had a year ago. He's not the same guy at this point of the season. Maybe he will be later on. But if they laid out Houston minus 5.5, it'd be my gold pick.
Yeah,
like everyone would just bet Houston.
You're right. There has to be, like, even at 7, nobody wants to bet New England.
Yeah,
right. So it's fine as a price. I just think that the Patriots their O-line is terrible. They have a pass funnel defense. They suck, but you don't know what Drake May is going to be. You have no idea. I mean, he looked good in preseason, and there's lots of quarterbacks who look good in preseason and suck in the regular season. But there is a possibility he comes in here and completely changes the offense. And it's not like a non-zero, like it's not a 0% probability that happens. It's small, but I think that there's some potential outcomes where New England could win the game. So I like that.
I'm trying to find the latter prop for Demario Douglas because that just seems him or Hunter Henry. Like, just bet one of them 8 or more receptions in this game because there's going to be a ton of pressure from Houston. And it's going to be like quick passes to whoever's standing the closest to him.
Yeah, they'll run some screens to Ramondre Stevenson as well. They'll do whatever they can to take the early pressure off of him. But what game did he come in relief of Brissett late in the game? He took some hits in the pocket, but he stands in there and makes a throw. He's a tough guy. And he's got a little bit more mobility, too, than Brissett as well. So, listen, O-line breaks down. You might see him use his legs a little bit as well.
I was actually targeting that. I was waiting for all of the underdog plays to come out. And I was just like, I wonder where they're going to set the rushing total for Drake May at. What do you think they'll set it at?
Let me do some quick research here. I don't know off the top of my head.
I was saying 14.5 around there.
Like, what would you feel comfortable with? Like, if I told you it was 10.5, I'm sure you would go over, right?
I think I would go over 10.5. Yeah.
Me too.
Especially because what the spread is in the game, right? So when a team is expected to lose by margin, which is here, you get a lot of soft defense later on in the game as well. So I would go over 10.5.
Well, here's something that you can go higher on, Cam. Underdog for Thursday Night Football, if you're watching this before Thursday Night Football, are giving away a free pick if you use code Mayo and you're a first-time player. So you'll get a deposit bonus of up to $1,000, and you get Brock Purdy higher than 0.5 yards, Cam. Can't lose that one, I don't think.
You're giving away money. It's nice. We have to talk after the show about some certain things that we need to do. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. People.
Sign up with code Mayo, get that free square, and take, like, I don't know, Jordan Mason, higher rushing yards take, DK Metcalf, higher receiving yards, and win 6 times your money. Easy game.
Sounds nice.
Simple.
Yeah. Instead of meeting guys at the gas stations with envelopes of money, it sounds very simple.
Yeah. When was the last time Johnny Knuckles gave you a free pick, Cam?
Never. And he's now my cable provider. I get my Fire Stick through him. We become, we're in a different business now. Things went pretty south in the bookie game, so he took a job back at the bank, and he does my TV.
Oh, so he's not the bookie anymore. The bookie?
No. He's my friend. I was friends with him when he was my bookie. I went to his wedding, so he's going through a tough time right now. I'm not going to get into it. He's going through a divorce, so I'm trying to I'm helping him out. Anyway, let's just say this.
You're a good friend, Cam. You're a good friend.
I try, Rob. I do the best I can. I know I do a lot of stupid things, but I try to be nice to people.
By the way, I was so close to owing you a steak dinner, by the way.
I was really looking forward to going to Zorro's there. And here comes Pittsburgh with the shitty touch. I was hoping for like more rain. I'm like, yes. And they're like, and then all of a sudden I'm like, where the hell did it go? Or that nice beer was getting like overflowed with like waves and shit. Like, and those idiots are there in their ponchos. I'm like, this is amazing. And then sky's cleared. Pittsburgh weather. What are you going to do? Well, it's close, Rob. That was very close.
Well, the worst was I had a big bet on Minnesota in the morning, and the only other game.
Oh, God.
And I bet Washington in the afternoon. That was great. And then I had a bunch of money on Pittsburgh. I was like, this is going to be fantastic to end my day. And then we had the delay. I was like, I'm an hour ahead of you guys. Like, I'm not staying up till 2 a.m. to watch this. I'll just tape it. I'll watch it in the morning and not check my phone when I get up. I'm all excited. This is great. Hey, this is going fantastic. Then like, oh, God, how did that happen?
Yep.
It was horrible.
To be honest, though, Pat, let's call it out for what it is. And Rob knows. Look at Dallas, how many points they left on the board. Like, that was ridiculous.
No, Dallas was 100% the right side. Like, if they cashed Pittsburgh, it would have been very unlucky. But that's the NFL. Like, sometimes you just cash stuff you're not supposed to. I bet Green Bay -3 last week, and that didn't deserve to win, but it did. And I remember that happened. When I lose something like Cincinnati, it's got to balance. Like, if you bet San Fran last week, you can't predict that the kicker is going to roll his ankle, and they had 6 trips into the red zone. They scored 1 touchdown. They couldn't kick. They had to go for it on a 4th and 25.
You're right. That was ridiculous. But also, to play devil's advocate, they blocked an Arizona kick and took it in for a touchdown.
Sure. But they were comfortably ahead for a lot of that. And they had a lot of opportunities where they would have added points in the game, and they just couldn't. But like, that's sports.
So
man.
what have we learned in the NFL, Rob? Like, look at these leads. Like, Houston was killing Buffalo. Oh, the drama in the comeback. Minnesota's killing the Jets. Drama in the comeback. San Francisco. They don't score in the second half. Murdering Arizona early.
Yep.
This is what this league is. It's like,
tons of
I don't even want to make bets before games start anymore, but we do. That's what live betting is the way to go. Like,
I mean, like there's a lot of situations like Ravens Raiders in week 2 was another big one as well, where like the good teams can't put other teams away right now. They play very soft late in games, and we've seen a lot of that this year. If you bet, it doesn't happen every time. Like, it didn't happen Monday Night Football as an example, but there's been a lot of instances this year where teams will let other teams back into the game.
Listen to this one, guys. So I bought my girlfriend Michael Kors wallet for her birthday. Her birthday was September 21st. It's October 10th today. They're like, your package is arriving. I went wild on this lady at the customer service number. I go, your company sucks. Like Cougar with Seinfeld there. It's a joke. What a joke. Yeah, way to go. Expecting a birthday present. And then so the thing's what, 20-something days late? Good work. Numbnuts. I check it out. It's in a factory in Quebec. I'm like, yeah, really? I go, how about free? They go, 10% off, Mr. Stewart. I go, are you fucking kidding me? Like, really? Like, it's 20-something days late and you're like 10% off? What the hell is 10%? It's nothing. I pay more juice than 10%. Made her birthday. I had to go. I did buy luggage.
Well, that's because you're buying points.
You can buy a point or two.
Buy a point or two.
Buy a hell of a lot of points. And another fucking thing, gift cards. Get them for anybody. I bought my girlfriend one for Livion Rose for some lingerie or whatever she wants to get. It doesn't work. It's all these mobsters. There's fake gift cards out there. I'm like, what the hell is happening? A gift doesn't arrive for 26 days late and a fucking gift card doesn't work. Like, what is happening here? Like, it all happens to me. Like, I'm like, oh, people, oh, yeah, my gift card is working. No, it doesn't. They suck. Don't give people gift cards. They look great. They're lazy gift. I'm never doing it again.
Yeah.
Other than the liquor store, because, well, you know, that one we can figure it out. But,
you don't have to buy gift cards to specific places. Just buy one of those Visa gift cards and they can use it anywhere.
Oh, it's funny you mentioned that, Patrick. I bought a $200 Visa gift card. It was fucking fraudulent too. Don't you understand? Like,
where did you buy it?
Yeah, maybe don't buy the Visa gift card off the guy who's selling you the Fire Stick.
I bought it at Shoppers Drug Mart. I trust him more. God, I'd rather bookies sell gift cards. I'd buy them because they work. And you know, you have a relationship. I will meet you at the cafe for a fucking lasagna and my money. And yeah, the gift card will work. Dude, there's so many weird things going on right now with these scams. Like, I was at my dad's house. Some guy's trying to like fleece my old man out of money. He's getting old. Like, it's enough is enough, man. It's this world's fucked.
Yeah, there are a lot of scams out there. You got to watch yourself nowadays. I have heard about the gift card scams as well. The people that go in and they.
Rob, anyways. It's true. I'm not making this stuff up. A lot of them are like, I'm going to say, for my experience, I'd probably say out of 100 cards, probably like 5 are bad. But for me, it's like almost 50%. Like, it's I can't deal with it.
Cash.
Let's go to the minimum.
Got to go back to cash.
I love cash, Pat, but people like cards. Like, buddy, I wouldn't even have a Visa if I could. Like, as Rob, I love envelopes. I wish I'd change my name to envelope. There's nothing better than getting an envelope.
Yeah. Nowadays, it's a joke. I go to like pick up my prescription. I try to pay with $100 bill, and they're like, oh,
they laugh at you.
I'm like, what? I'm like, this is legal tender. How can I not pay with? Well, we don't accept 50s. Some places don't accept 50s now. Are you joking me?
Buddy, they don't accept money at the grocery store at some locations. Like, I'm like, what do you? No, I'm not bringing my cards. You're accepting this $100 bill that the bank gave me. So if you don't want it, then don't have money then.
I get very upset whenever I can't use my card somewhere, especially if I can't use American Express somewhere.
But you're different, Pat. You're a points whore.
I am. I really am.
You are an absolute whore. And you know what? Good for you. Because my girlfriend does the same shit. I know I met my buddy Fast Talk and Mike's girlfriend who told me the same things. She doesn't even gamble. She's getting like $500 bonuses on like FanDuel and all these websites and all these other companies. I'm like, how the hell are you doing this? Like, because a friend is like knows this this trick that you can get all these bonuses. I'm betting through me and Rob are betting through our asses. I get nothing. Oh, here's your bonus, Mr. Stewart. Like, yeah, okay, thanks. Not your points, whore, but I respect you for it because you know what? It's giving you trips. It's giving you everything. You know what? If you find a flaw in the system, more power to you. I just don't care. I use money.
I mean, I'm in a business where I get paid in cash a lot. I need to spend.
I like cash.
You know,
cash is.
If I could, I would use my credit card everywhere and earn the points. Of course, that's a great deal.
I want to my credit card up after this show. I hate that thing.
I mean, if you have the cash, that means you have the cash to pay off whatever purchase you have. So just put it on a credit card. It's not anything. It's not
reasons I don't want to get into. It's not that easy.
It isn't that easy.
So for Johnny Taxman, it's a little bit more difficult.
Well, I pay my taxes according to the letter of the law.
Bunch of jackasses. But another clown show. Paying $600 to get my taxes done. I can't go to H&R Block because the stooge there doesn't know how to do proper forms.
Oh, just buy TurboTax. Do it for yourself. For like
Pat, enough. Oh, I'm cooking ramen noodles, shrimp, and vegetables. A wicked stir fry right now. That's what I want to do. I don't want to do this other shit. Oh yeah, TurboTax. I can barely fucking log on my computer. Think I want to do my taxes on my computer? I need a registered professional. I can't do it.
You're cooking a stir fry while the show is happening?
It's on off now with the lid on it, but it's absolutely perfect with the real Argentinian shrimp too, not that shit that you buy from the store. I got like a big bag of the real stuff. I know it has a little bit of a thing, but it's easy. You just crack it and like it's kind of like crab. You got to have patience with it. My brother taught me all the seafood tricks because he used to work on a crab boat.
Really? A crab boat or a shrimp boat?
A crab boat. It's you know that show, The Dangerous Catch or whatever? You can die on it.
Yeah.
It's one of the most dangerous.
Deadliest catch.
Deep sea fishing.
I told you, my brother's an animal. Like he does that steel timber sport. Like he was a referee in that steel timber sports. Like he's a real outdoorsman. I'm the complete opposite. I can't fix my fucking TV. I can't fix a toilet. I can't fix a sink. I call Johnny Blaze. I'll pay him. You know, you want to? How am I paying you? Bag of weed? Like what do you need for this job here? What could like? I love the barter system. Yeah. Like I wish we were back in the days where I can give you like. Yeah, we'll trade syrup for, you know.
I'll give you some iron or some bronze for this.
Yes.
Little grain, you know.
What happened to the days, like me and my buddy do that. He's like, okay. I go, what do you need? I give him this. He goes, how am I going to, I go, give me a box of steaks. Yeah. So we work out like, you know, you get something. We just figure out the denomination and we trade. There's no money exchange. It's beautiful.
Let's see products. Let's see if we can exchange money with the sports books this week in our favor, not theirs, with the gold picks. Rob, how legit is Caesar Sportsbook?
They're pretty good.
It's pretty legit. I would say a regulated sportsbook. They've been in business a long time.
Okay, so they're offering minus 110, Tampa Bay minus 2 right now. Can you verify that for me? Because they won't let me on the site.
I can tell you that it is not. That's a stale price.
Okay, that
is minus 3.5, minus 105.
Okay,
price.
It's minus 3.5 everywhere except for I'm on a site that's showing me a bunch of odds. They're like, it's minus 2, minus 110? I bet this at minus 2.5 on Monday or on Tuesday. Sorry, but now I'm probably going to stay away from minus 3.5. Do we know who's starting for the Saints yet?
We believe it will be Spencer Rattler, but we don't know for sure.
I think it's going to be Jake Haener personally, but. We'll
does it matter?
Not really.
Yes, I think it does.
Well, you like Rattler better than Haener?
Yes, I do.
Fair enough.
I do. I think Haener is.
Jake Haener kind of got, and then again, in his defense, he came in garbage time on the road against the best team in the NFL.
Oh no, for sure. It's not just purely based off that though. Like
this is no backup argument. I'm already out of energy after that fucking rant about credit cards and whatever the hell I was talking about, gift cards. So, but yeah.
Would you want to say to me, Cam, that one of Rattler or Haener is better than Derek Carr?
No, I won't.
What if it was Hainzer who was the backup?
I'll take Hainzer any day of the week, brother. Hainzer's in Thailand right now. Man.
You know, he is. He's traveling. He's watching the shows.
I will say. No. I'm like, Hainzer, like, enjoy your trip. He's tweeting me, great. You and Pizzola ripping it up on Mayo, brother. I'm like, yeah, man. And I love Hainzer. Like, he's so awesome. I'm like, Hainzer, I hope you meet some chick from Thailand and just like get married there. Like, enjoy your life. I'm happy for Hainzer. He deserves it. I
would say if any team wants a competitive advantage in the NFL, you hire Hainzer just for the morale boost that he would bring to the team. Just having that guy as a presence at the team facility, I would lay that team's like they would be increased in market by at least a point if Hainzer was there.
I agree with that. Maybe even more.
Yeah. Don't let him do a job. Don't let him do a job.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Just have him show up.
I was thinking about hiring him to do carpeting. I'm like, yeah, I haven't really gone there yet. Like, it's one of those things. Like, I don't know. Like, Hainzer says he can do it all.
Yeah.
I know one thing he can do.
No.
In every direction, smoke.
Yes.
Smoke meat.
Yeah.
Smoke whatever is there.
Yeah.
Smoking is his strength. That is like that is his MO. Like he talks about that smoker the way he talks about like guys talk about women. Yeah. He loves that smoker. He's having sex with it every night. He puts so many meats in it. Like he's always like, hey brother, see this new combo? Like he's got some Pizzola. Like he's always
got something. Yeah.
That smoker's, I gotta be honest with you, that thing, you want to talk about the hardest worker in the business? Hainzer smoker. It's seen a lot of meat.
Sure has. I mean, he's getting his values worth. I mean, I wouldn't pay $40 an hour to Hainzer for carpeting, but I'd pay him $40 an hour just to hang out.
I agree.
I mean,
it's a great call. Actually, when he comes back from Thailand, I'm going to have him over and we're going to have a real smoke fest. Whoa, brother. I miss that guy, actually.
It sounds like he should be hired by the Jets. It feels like they could use a morale boost here.
What the thing about Hainzer too is, and Rob will tell you, like he's a joker and stuff. The guy actually makes really intelligent comments about like political issues and like problems in Canada. Like he was all over that Metrolinx. Like he's like, you guys can't even put together Eglinton LRT, and you think about it. And he's right. He called like the Mississauga thing where they're building that fucking train that's never going to be here. Like Hanger's takes on he actually should be the transportation minister and in charge of smoke.
Gold
the weed guy and the
transportation.
Gold pick.
What is your experience? I was the chase producer for Red Heat at
I don't give a shit.
Sports Radio.
He is better than anybody at Metrolinx right now. Runs the fucking GO train, and that's fact. I'll take Hainzer in a by any. He is the best underdog. Give me the Tennessee Titans +1. Are they +1? That's what I saw today.
They're currently best price on the board is Caesars, and it's a pick 'em. Pick 'em.
Jesus Christ. These guys were +1 the other day. Anyway, give me Tennessee. I think they're going to murder the Colts. I think it's a downgrade from Flacco to Richardson. Can we agree with this? Even though Richardson can move, I think the Tennessee Titans are in a good spot. I'm taking them as my freaking gold pick this week. I don't care what anybody says. Titans.
Yep. I like it. I honestly do. I was going to consider them for a mineral. I no longer have that option. Thank you very much for going first, Cam, which never happens, by the way. But
hey, we got to mix it up every show. I'm just sitting in the weeds and.
No, you're right. You're fired up today, man. I don't know. I joined like 5 minutes late today. I was stuck on Miami radio, and I just got in here, and you're just like,
no, it is. Hey, Rob, I do a golf thing before this, and you wait as the show goes. I'll get it's like a battery. I'm going to get less and less and less and less, and then I'm going to starfish in my bed, and then I'm going to hit the.
Well, you got to do the stir fry. After you eat the stir fry, you're going to be out cold. A Leaf game tonight as well, by the way.
Shit! I got to set the alarm now. Big ceremony. I'll set it for later. 20 minutes.
For almost about 2 decades, the irons were really the only good part of my golf game, unless you include 300-yard drives, which meant hitting it about 150 yards straight and 150 yards with slice into the woods to the right. So I finally went and got lessons, straightened out my swing, and all of a sudden I could drive the ball pretty decently, pretty straight. And then my irons just kind of went wayward with the new compression that I was getting onto the ball. So it was time for me to make a change with my irons. So when I heard about the new PXG Black Ops irons and how they can dramatically improve my game, I had to give them a try. Booked a fitting with the PXG location, brought in my current irons, and took the PXG challenge. The staff was amazing. We worked on my ball flight through TrackMan in order to find the perfect irons and the perfect length and the perfect loft for what my game demands these days. And the new Black Ops irons are incredibly easy to hit, they maximize performance, and they're fun. Oh, and they're only $149.99 a stick. That is a great price for a great golf iron. So take the PXG Irons Challenge. It's a ton of fun, and if PXG's new Black Ops irons don't outperform your current irons by delivering either more distance or tighter dispersion, that means better accuracy, during your fitting, you'll get a $250 MasterCards reward card. Hurry, this offer ends October 7th. Book your fitting today at pxg.com. That's pxg.com. Passion, drive, patience. The formula for winning championships is also what keeps your ride or die alive. eBay Motors has everything you need to maintain your vehicle and level it up to peak performance. Supercharger, exhaust kits, LED headlights, and more. Whether you're into speed, power, or style, eBay Motors has you covered. With over 122 million parts for your #1 ride or die, you'll always find exactly what you're looking for. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, your part is guaranteed to fit your ride every time or your money back. Because with eBay Motors, you're burning rubber, not cash. With all the parts you need at the prices you want. It's easy to make your car the MVP and bring home huge wins. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only, exclusions apply. My gold pick, Rob, I'll jump in and steal from you. I'm 1 for 1 in London, so I'll go back to London. And I don't understand this line, but I'm going to take Chicago -2 against the awful Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey, settle down there. Part of the cat team.
They're bad. They're actively bad. And the biggest thing about them, they generate no pressure on the quarterback. And
I kind of like the Jags.
When is the only time that we've seen Caleb Williams this year been highly effective? When no one is coming straight up the gut at him and forcing him off his spot. He's been excellent each of the past 2 weeks.
I love you like a brother. This could be a bad spot.
It's not a bad spot. Jacksonville sucks, Cam.
They do suck. I'm with Cam. I'm not going to bet it, but I only want Jacksonville in this game.
Why? Give me where Jacksonville beats the Bears.
This is good, Rob. Because
let me start with.
Go.
Caleb Williams has one good game this year. That
Yeah.
was against the Panthers.
Okay.
He's been off Colts, Rams, Panthers. He scored 21 on the shit Colts D. He scored 24 on the Rams, and that was in a trailing game state for the majority of the game where Rams were playing soft. So, like, I'm not on the, like, Caleb Williams is the guy right now. But also, Jacksonville makes this trip every year. They do this. This is like a home game for them in London. Like, this is, they're acclimated to this. It's not the circumstance of Minnesota Jets last week where it's like, okay, both these teams are never. I think that's a factor for the game.
There's basically no difference in like flying to Seattle than it is flying here.
There's a huge difference.
It's what, an extra hour? Sorry. It's really throwing me off my game.
It's a 5-hour time zone difference.
Yeah, but it's 4 hours the other way.
Yeah, I know, but it's a body clock. Like, it's the body.
Well, if you're going 5 hours one way or 4 hours the other way, it's an extra hour one of the ways.
No, from Jacksonville to Seattle is a 3-hour difference.
Oh, yeah,
and it's easier to fly that way.
Why?
Yes, where you are for. But it's easier to go that way than it is to go the opposite.
It's easier to go to west to east with the Gulf Stream.
Is it?
Yeah.
Not with the
Not
time
with
clock,
us.
the
We
body
get to
clock.
Vegas. Don't we get to Vegas quicker than on the way back, or is it the other
It's
way?
tougher for the West team to go east on the body clock for when the football game starts. So it's more challenging to go to London to play. The same way it's more challenging for the Seahawks to fly to New England and play on their body clock.
Gotta be honest with you, the Seahawks do better on the East Coast. They fucking suck as home favorites, I'll tell you that.
Jacksonville's one of the 3 worst teams in football.
No.
Caleb Williams has been better than Trevor Lawrence so far this season. And if there's
Who's the 3 worst teams in football? Carolina,
New England, Miami, and Jacksonville. And I guess Carolina too. But Miami will be fine in like 3 weeks.
Where's Cleveland?
Yeah, they're right there.
Well, Jacksonville is nowhere near the bottom 5 in the league. Nowhere close.
Jacksonville is
not even remotely close.
Horrible
to the bottom 5.
They have the worst defense in the league. Their offense sucks.
They don't have the worst defense in the league. They have a bad defense. There's way worse defenses than Jacksonville. The Rams defense is worse. The Bucks defense, the Packers defense has been worse. Bengals defense has been worse.
Suck.
Cardinals, Patriots have been worse. Panthers, Commanders. Like, there's so many worse defenses than Jacksonville. Jacksonville's a pass funnel defense. They are not great at defending the pass. They're very good at stopping the run. Like, the Bears are not going to have a running game like they have the last 2 weeks. That's not going to happen here.
Well, if we switch it around, the Bears actually do have a good defense, and they're a run funnel defense with Jacksonville's running back being hurt, by the way. So you're neither going to get a bunch of Tank Bigsby or force Trevor Lawrence to throw.
Bigsby's better.
Bigsby's not better. Etienne's better when he's not hurt. I don't know what Jacksonville team you guys are watching. They're terrible. They barely beat the crappy Colts last week.
The NFL's fucked, Pat. It's one of these things. Hey, man, you
just went on about Tennessee, how they're going to beat the crappy Colts, and now Jacksonville. They could barely beat them.
It was 34-20 with like 4 minutes left in the game. They were up 2 touchdowns.
You're better than logic. I'm going to probably take Carolina. I'm the fucking idiot. You people do whatever they want to do. This league is just. Rob's right though. They're not as bad as people think they are. That's all I'm going to say.
Apparently, if people think like you, they're a lot worse than people think that they are.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm glad they didn't lose 10 in a row. They were able to break that one up. That was nice.
I'm not
Jacksonville has played, like, when we talk, if you want to talk about the work, okay, defensive metrics. Yes, they're shit. They played Miami with Tua in week 1. They've played the Bills. They've played the Texans, and they played the Colts with Flacco. Like, this is a huge downgrade in offense that they're playing this week. So yeah, I mean, they look like shit defensively. Look at 4 out of their 5 games that they played.
Well, you're also basing this Miami offense off some sort of prior from last year. In week 1, they looked bad, and until Tua got hurt against the Bills, they also looked bad. It just seems like it's a lot better because they're a lot worse now.
I don't agree.
I've never seen us yell at each other like this before. It's definitely not the holiday season.
It's Thanksgiving, man. It's Canadian Thanksgiving.
Yeah. They're like, Canadian Thanksgiving. My boss works like, what? Canada's a Thanksgiving? Like, yeah. Oh, you're working? Okay. Oh, yeah. Monday night game that night. Oh, yeah. See you there.
Yeah, I'm working Thanksgiving too.
Yeah,
we got to do it. It's football season.
Yeah, I'm gonna be live.
We should do something in Canada and have like a CFL extravaganza, a Canadian Thanksgiving miracle.
And I wouldn't be throwing out Houston, by the way, as some sort of amazing offense after we just said they haven't been very good this year.
They're not, but they at least like good quarterback play, like a team that should be able to throw the ball on a pass funnel D.
Point Pizzola. No, it is Pat. Like whatever Chicago's playing. Like I like the Bears are getting better. Williams is getting better. I'm just kind of me and Robert and say I just think it's a spot for Jacksonville. They do this London trip all the time, but that's the way my brain works, and there's no really logic behind it. Rob's actually bringing logic. I bet on shit teams.
I think it's far more of a case when Jacksonville plays New England next week in London, and they just stay in London for the entire week. Like you can say they can be acclimated all they want because guys make this trip every year to go over, but it's been a year since they've done it. Like I sometimes I travel to the West Coast 3 times during a year. You know what it does? Fucking knocks me out every time I go because I don't do it every week.
Fair enough.
Drugs.
You need good drugs.
Or just take a dirt nap on the plane like I do. Just
you just pop a couple before you get on.
We're at it's amazing.
Yeah.
Go.
The problem is it doesn't feel like you slept at all, though. You slept the whole way, and it's good with like
does.
Does it?
Yeah, you got to take the right stuff. Anyway, I love to sleep on a plane. It's my favorite thing to do. It's actually the only good sleep I get, but without my sleep machine. But you got to do it. I can't do it naturally. I need medication.
I just think that these are a different class of teams. Like Chicago is somewhere towards the middle and maybe upper middle as the season goes along, carried by their defense and their offense improving. And then you have Jacksonville, which I do think is one of the 3 worst teams.
You know what, Pat? That's what I like about our show. We all have different minds. We all think differently. Pizzola, you, me, we're all different people. And hey, this is what people get on this show. It's nice for everybody. And we'll see this week what happens. Jacksonville gets their asses kicked. We'll say, me and Rob will come up to you and say, great pick with the Bears.
Hey, not. Yeah, you say that, but I don't hear any apologies for taking Minnesota last week when you're like, oh, the Jets are so good.
I was not on that.
You stepped over the line. We were being nice there. Now you're coming down. What are you talking about? They were one fucking play away from winning the game. And by the way, Rob's right about those Pittsburgh tickets. Dallas should have won that game by 20. We were being nice, Mayo. Now you're coming a little bit. Tough.
It's such revisionist history to look at the Minnesota game and be like, oh yeah, the Jets. They probably should have won. They were driving. I mean, Aaron Rodgers actively throws the ball to the other team. Should we not expect that to happen?
Looks like an old man. Like Pat, I'd rather take you on the fucking hardwood with your kids. When this guy's crawling around looking for Lego pieces, I don't know what the hell's going on, but but Rob brings up another good point. I'll give Rob credit for a lot of things right now. He should have been in wrestling because this guy, I'm hurt. You'll be fine. You watch, the magic medicine. Here comes Aaron. Yeah. And that's funny. Oh yeah. They go, no, Aaron Rodgers had nothing to do it, but Nate Hackett keeps his job and Salah doesn't. Give me a fucking break. You think we're stupid? Anyway.
Hackett is a joke.
What a joke. You think these guys think we don't know? They obviously hated each other. You get rid of the defensive guy with Salah and the defensive guy are the only good things with the Jets. The offense is the problem. Yep. It's a stooge. And Rodgers is not playing well. And you're firing this guy. I know he's not a great coach and horrible in interviews, but God, come on, people.
They'll have Devontae Adams there soon too, and then we'll see what the excuses are.
Yeah, exactly. It was Wilson's fault before, right, Rob? Oh, Wilson. Yeah, we'll see. No quarterback. It's a freaking franchise, man.
Maybe he should have just used modern medicine to get himself better instead of rubbing healing crystals.
You know what?
You would think so.
Yeah, you would think so. Even if I think mushrooms could be the answer, and these new mushrooms are not like the old mushrooms where you go tripping and fall into a lake. They can actually help mental health and do good things for you. But anyway, I don't work for Shroom Brothers. I'm just telling you this. The Jets got more problems than Robert Salah. Let's have some fun. Happy Thanksgiving.
They got cussed on their side. They have problems forever.
That's great. Yeah, cussed. Remember his super lock last week in New Orleans? Look what that did to me. Fucking cars out for. You're right. Pat's right. This guy's curse is more than real. It's sorcery. It's sorcery. For God's sakes, this man needs to be locked up. All these things are true. Pat, before we laugh, there's visual evidence and things that are happening that are documented truth. Because of this guy. It's not even a joke. He's got some kind of weird shit. He talks about a game and the fucking starting quarterback's out for 3 or 4 weeks. Every time he talks about his team, the coach gets fired. It's crazy, man. Who is this guy?
I like that those are the 2 examples you point to. And we told you last week, he met a guy once for 30 seconds. And then an hour later, the guy's car got stolen.
Yeah, that one just takes the fucking take. Are you kidding me? Out of all the people at a golf event, one guy, and it's the guy that's met for under.
Oh, fuck, man.
I tell you, I can't meet this guy because I'm going to die after after I meet Gus to go for a couple beers, I'm going to get side, like some bus will hit me or something. I'll trip on a curb and break my neck. Like Rob, it's kind of scary now, this guy. Like it's real. I don't care what anybody says. This guy he's got some kind of death grip or weird magic, opposite of touch. Like it's cryptic.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So I'm going to go and remain with Chicago -2.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Where are we?
Rob, who is your
pick?
gold pick?
Who's the losing gold? I'm just gonna stick with the team that's been good to me because they've been good to me, and I don't think I still think they're undervalued. I'm going to take the Commanders 6.5.
This could be the biggest public dog of the week, but I love Washington too.
This is the third week in a row now where I look at the line. I'm like, how the hell are these guys underdogs to Arizona 3.5? Like, are you kidding me? How are they only favored Cleveland -3? And how are they? Listen, but this is not to slander Baltimore. Baltimore fluked out a win last week. They will run the ball on the Commanders. They'll probably score. The Commanders' defense isn't very good. But Washington's offense is very good. Like everyone is questioning, they played all these bad teams. Can they move the ball on Cleveland? Looks like they are able to move the ball on Cleveland. You know what the Ravens can't do? They can't defend the pass. Joe Burrow threw for almost 500 yards last week. They're going to move the ball through the air. I just think it's too many points with a really good offense. Give me the Washington Commanders 6.5 points. And I just think they're undervalued. By the way, another like the Ravens play close games when they're big favorites a lot.
Yep,
they do this a lot. Under Harbaugh Lamar, they don't cover big spreads. They let teams stay in the game. They did it with the Raiders earlier this year. I just can't get over the price on the game that I'm getting with the Commanders. I think the team's for real. I honestly do. Like I really think this team is for real. Washington 6.5.
I'm with you. I stole Washington from you the past 2 weeks. Now you just stole them from me because they were going to be my silver pick. So I best get on the.
You guys are. Why don't you just like work it out? Like he steals your stuff, you steal his stuff. Like steal somebody else's stuff.
What?
Right?
Well, we don't
steal his picks. He steals your picks.
I don't really mind.
It's
part of the game.
Cycle.
It's all about the game.
That's why I told you at the start of the year that this rule is stupid because you get to pick what you want.
That's great. It's a great rule. We cover 9
Actually,
games
we
now.
cover more games.
Well,
that is a positive for the people.
I am going to make my silver pick Green Bay -5 at home against Arizona. Arizona, not great coming off wins, that's for sure. And just, I watched them and they don't feel like they're any good. I know that's like a very casual way of looking at it. They look good for 8-minute spurts during games, and that is it. And I do think that this Green Bay offense is starting to ramp up a little bit. We're getting Romeo Doubs back this week, and I think that's actually going to help their offense. Like they missed him last week in the fact that Tucker Kraft ended up having the big game against the Rams, but Ontavian Wicks actually got some real attention from the defense, albeit a bad defense. But that's just not something he's used to. Now they can slot Dobbs back into that spot. They can let Wicks run free. I just think this is the game where the Green Bay offense gets back on track. I actually like their defense a lot too, and I do not like Arizona's secondary, Cam.
No, Arizona secondary is awful. The offense is pretty good, but you know what? Arizona might be a dog that people are looking forward to. I don't really like this game too much at first. I always look at the dog, and then I'm thinking, Green Bay might win by like a touchdown 10. So I don't say this very often, but I'm probably staying away from this game.
One of the first bets I made this week was Green Bay -14.5 plus 330.
Wow.
I like the potential of a blowout. I'm not saying Arizona can't win or can't keep it close, but Green Bay is like explosive plays. That's what they do. And I think the Cardinals defense as the year goes on is going to give them up more and more. They don't generate a pass rush. I don't love the secondary. It has the feeling, I hate to say this because I actually don't like the terminology, but it has the feeling of like a get right game for Green Bay, where they just haven't looked good against Minnesota or the Rams. And now they go home, Arizona on the grass at Lambeau. It's just very different for their offense altogether. So I'm with Pat. Like, I don't love the 5 because I would just rather like sell points and take Green Bay blow up, but I wouldn't bet the Cardinals.
We don't have to do that on this show. I mean, win by 6 or more, he wins the bet. All good.
100%. Yep.
Nice and easy.
Yep.
Silver picks.
Okay. Here we go. Gonna do it. I see a 6.5 on FanDuel. I've been called an idiot. Simply a drug addiction. I ain't laying 6.5 points with Atlanta in fucking anybody's game. Carolina's at home. It's a divisional game. They got murdered by the Bears. Atlanta's got injuries. Carolina's got injuries. I get it. Andy Dalton starting. Okay. People are like, oh, Bryce Young came in. No, okay. At the end of the game, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I will take 6.5 points at home. This team sucks. I don't care. Okay? I don't care. They can win this game outright. Atlanta's not that great. Give me Carolina plus 6.5. I know people think I'm insane. Actually, I'm worse than cuss. Everything should say stay away from this game. I don't want to stay away. I want to touch the electric fence a few more times. I do. Give me Carolina. And I must need my head examined. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting different results, but I expect different results this time. I really do. I think Carolina can win. I want the Panthers. Why? I do. That's why. Rob, do you like them or no?
This is a no bet for me.
Tell me the Panthers are the play.
Had Carolina not picked up O-line injuries last week, I would consider
that's a concern. That's a concern.
Because Dalton is kind of turning into a pumpkin again. It's not his fault. It's just they lost their starting center, their starting right tackle last week. I don't know. I'll root for you, Cam.
I got to stick with it. No, but okay. What other game? I don't know what other games to do. Like that's
no. You got to stick with it. I'm not trying to talk you off of this. By the way,
I have to stick to my guns.
If you said, Rob, you got to pick something in this game, you got to. I would take the points of Carolina.
Well, I'm looking at Denver, and right now it's 2.5, not 3. When we do these damn shows, like we're always like a late.
I see
There's a 3 on the board.
I see a 3 on the board at 365.
DK.
No. I got to stick with it. And if it loses, you guys know the rule. This is the end. I have to you guys are going to take me. It's like that show Intervention.
Mm-hmm.
After this Carolina, if they lose by 7, actually, I said, no, I got to stick to my word. I said, if they don't cover the 6.5, I can't bet them anymore. Even if they lose by 7 by the hook, it's close. It's still a loss.
Yeah.
Panthers, final time. That's it.
You know we're going to be here next week when they lose by like 25 points and they're playing the Commanders and they're like 13.5 point underdogs.
I can't do
That's
it,
too many
Pat.
points. Yeah, you say that now, but you're going to be on here like those people on Intervention. Just let me go.
The Commanders are going to upset Baltimore and the Panthers are going to get blown out. And it's going to be some ridiculous spread next week. Like insane. And you're going to.
No, but I changed the theme last week because that was just whatever. I said this and I have to stick to my word. If they don't cover, I can't take them on this show, even if I want to. You know I'm going to be betting them at plus 14.5 wherever the hell it is, of course.
The look ahead line right now on that game is Carolina, Washington minus 8.5. By the way,
I'm not betting them at 8.5.
And after this week, it's going to be doubled. It's going to be like minus 13.
So I'm getting Carolina plus 6.5 against like an Atlanta team that's not even close to Washington. Like that's sorry. I see value in my 6.5 now. Compared to the look ahead line. Do you not?
Yes and no. Like you have to remember, Atlanta has 10 days of rest coming in on this game as well.
I couldn't give a shit. Their coach.
So which one is it? So is it extra rest is bad? 2 teams going to the same time zone from the same time zone. It's a massive advantage for one of the teams. Which one is it?
Listen,
I'm not. Wait.
You talk to Rob
Pump
about
the brakes. Pump the brakes. Also,
I'm
massive advantage were not the words that were used. We're moving the field goal posts here now. I think it plays into it a little bit. I do. Like, I'm not saying it's like worth 3 points, a home field advantage or anything. Cam, I will not allow you to pick Carolina next week if they lose this week.
You.
I will make
and that's
you
the rule.
that friendly
you guys
arrangement.
have rules, and I need rules.
Yeah,
too.
I know you're going to come back here.
Around.
I mean, clip this right now, Shag, because he's going to come back here next week and he's going to be begging us to take Carolina.
I just need a little hit of the Panthers. I can't do it. How are you going to do your cat theme if you don't have the Panthers available?
It doesn't matter. There's 3 other cats, isn't there? Bengals, Lions, Jaguars.
You got to hope one of them doesn't have a bye next week. You got to hope one of them doesn't have a bye.
I'm going to make you guys a point right now. This fucking cat team might go 4-0 this week.
Jesus Christ.
And clip that, Shag, when they go 3-1 or 4-0. Guaranteed they're over 500 this week. And I guarantee it. Guaranteed.
Is it a guarantee?
Pat, write it. I see you writing it down. Put it in caps. Like angrily.
I put it in cats.
Oh, man.
Oh, God, my heart skipped a beat there. Oh, God.
I honestly don't even know what to take for silver or bronze today.
Come on.
This is what a shit board this is.
This is like, hey, sponsors, like we can't. Okay, we're gonna die on the set here. We're just giving her like Oh, Pat, that was amazing. That was honestly, I'll put it in. Yes. That was so good. Oh man, I love that shit. Anyway, Carolina, please.
You got
All
it.
right.
6.5.
Thank you.
Here we'll do this with silver. I'll draw actually a square on my forehead while I do this as well. Give me the Eagles -8.5 silver.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was hoping.
I just think the Browns suck.
The Browns, if they had enough of Deshaun Watson to put Winston in, but they
won't.
That's the whole problem.
They won't.
That's the problem.
And he's not going to come in mid-game either. Like the ownership has told them, it's Watson. This is the worst.
So they're trying to lose.
God, I'm not exaggerating. Like metrically, from weeks 1 to 5 of a season,
they're horrible.
There's been 596 instances of this since EPA started getting measured in 2007. Deshaun Watson has been the worst quarterback through the first 5 weeks of the season. He takes so much time with the ball. He cannot process downfield. He's not looking downfield. It is a disaster. And listen, you could say the Eagles defense is not that good. I would agree with you, but I think that they've played some good offenses as well along the way that make them look a little bit worse. They played Green Bay, Atlanta, New Orleans,
they haven't
Tampa.
played Houston or Jacksonville. Elite offenses.
No, we're not going. Again, the goalposts have been stretched. Again,
Passway's coming after you when you pulled this all started when you pulled your fucking Richie Rich routine. I don't hit the alarm clock for $2,000 type of shit when you're ripping that stuff. See, since then,
I don't. For 2,000 over an entire fantasy football season, you know how many hours I would have to put into that?
That's like 150 text messages in like $100 league. I'm gonna kill these people.
Exactly.
I can't block them.
Exactly.
Block them.
I can't. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. I'll play fantasy football. Everybody put in 10K and we'll play for 100K. That's fine.
Thing about fantasy football, I don't give a fuck.
Yes.
About your team.
Yes.
I don't care.
Again,
Nobody cares.
I agree.
I care about winning money.
Yeah.
Fuck this league.
Yeah. Give me the Eagles because I just think the Browns are a dead team. Like I actually think they're dead team in the one. There's no look at the bot. Like, listen, I'm not like a body language expert or something here.
Oh no, they've given up. You're
in the locker room and they keep starting this clown over and over again.
What does Jameis Winston do? Like, you got to go up to the owner of the team and say, "What the fuck are you? Is this major league? Are we trying to lose?"
Dude, at some point the O-line's actually got to get Deshaun hurt.
Yeah,
they got to just miss blocks intentionally.
Yes,
to get this guy to take a huge hit or something.
Doesn't matter. It's already done because they're not going to do that. That's the craziest thing about sports. Doesn't matter. You got to pay both guys anyway. So one guy makes tons of guaranteed money. It doesn't matter. Winston still gets a paycheck. You put the guys on the field who can win the fucking game. I don't care how much money you make. You morons. God, what a joke.
So Eagles
really is.
Eagles -8.5 for Rob. Bronze picks. I'm between a few here, so you guys can go first, and I'll take the scraps.
We're really fired up today. Like, I don't even know if I have the energy to do any more shows for the rest of the week. Like, my heart's just beating through my neck.
What happened? What happened to you? Hold on. What happened to you on this golf show that you got so fired up?
Yeah,
because I can almost guarantee you bet. Let's see, Daniel Berger, most definitely.
I got Berger top 20 and first round leader. I think. Yeah, keep on going.
You went back to the well with Bo Hostler coming off a second place finish.
First round leader, always do. That guy's a Thursday warrior. Wow, you're doing well, Pat. You're doing well, but
who else did you take? Thorbjornsen's young and he's good, so you bet on him.
Yes, I love Thorbjornsen with the hammer of Thor. And I took let's just say it's not a poultry, not a meat, but and I do this in the sun. Fishburne.
Who?
Fishburne.
Oh,
Lawrence?
Fishburne. Oh, yeah, Morpheus.
Fishburne. Yeah, Morpheus. Yeah, I got Morpheus. I got Thorbjornsen. I'm addicted to Novocaine, meaning Andrew Novak. Who else did I take? Norlander. I like the Norwegians and Swedes and anybody who's a Highlander. I'm down with that program. Anything that's cold and icy. Who else do I have? Oh, Bridgman. Not Mel Bridgman, the former New Jersey Devil, but Jacob Bridgman.
So the most bet on players this week, according to, I think this is BetMGM, the most handle. Fishburne is number 1. Novak is number 2. Van Rooyen is number 3.
I didn't bet him. Maybe first round leader.
Maybe. How many first round leader bets do you have?
I'm thinking about 9 or 10.
These guys aren't like
named like a dozen.
Actually, I like Captain Kirk, first round leader, 45-1. And another guy, it's funny. Who are two space characters? Hello, Buck. Remember Buck Rogers? So Buck Rogers is Patrick Rogers versus Captain Kirk in a shirts versus skins match. David Skins again, back-to-back 110-1. Go golf picks.
Rob, you need to donate your brain to science at some point.
Yeah, seriously, we need.
I don't know how that works.
There's a lot of holes and a lot of
things are going on there.
But you know what? I'm still performing sentences that sometimes make sense.
Well, performing sentences is not what I would have stated, but sure, okay. Words are coming out. Okay, this is the only other game that I think I would be considering. I'll take the Lions -3.
So will I. Yes. Nice and simple. That was going to be my cat theme again this week. See,
I knew Pat was on the scent, and I couldn't let him go first because I don't even know what the hell else I would pick.
So we all like the Lions against the Cowboys. This is a recipe for disaster.
Well, the O-line is so good for Detroit, and Dallas is now like they're down.
Dude, they played great with their backups, but I like Detroit to murder.
Well, it's Pittsburgh O-line and Detroit are not even in the same stratosphere. And Ragnow is going to be back at center for the Lions.
I'm in too.
Lots good pass protection, good run protection. It's
How do you feel about the Bengals versus the Giants?
Love the Giants. Love the Giants.
That could be the cat.
The world is betting the Bengals in this game, by the way.
See, that's a problem.
That's how I have to sell it to you. That's how I have to sell it to you. I can sell it to you a different way with the Bengals. I mean, they're not Jacksonville bad on defense, but they're pretty close. And
they are bad.
I've been pretty impressed with what the Giants have done. And the Giants' D isn't good, but they get to the quarterback, which creates like weird opportunities for them during the course of the game.
Sorry. The intern, hit record. Daniel Jones is not that bad.
Yeah.
I said it before. Say it again.
He's a starting quarterback. He's a starter. He's a starter in the league.
Okay. Anyway,
you called for Drew Lock when he's healthy 2 weeks ago.
Because he's a guy that I liked in college.
You're sitting on those rookie cards from last year.
You want a real
thank God I didn't go down to the Gray Legion and buy 100 Daniel Locke rookie cards. Ooh, I'm out $4.
If you want a real theme for this week, the players only meeting theme. Jets, Bengals.
So the human theme.
Held players only meetings today. That's got to jack up their win probability through the roof. You hold a players only meeting, it's 110% from everyone next week.
Oh, it is official. Spencer Rattler is starting for the Saints in week 6.
Ooh.
Well, there you go. Better than Hayner. Hey, Jake.
So for 2 weeks from now, you'll be telling me he's better than Carr. They shouldn't go to Carr when he comes back. That's what I can't wait for that day. I know it's going to happen.
I can't wait for it either. Rob.
I can't wait till 2 weeks from now. Carr's ready to go. He's,
Aiden O'Connell's playing for the Raiders this week, and you don't see me going, "Oh, I love backup quarterback."
No, you already did that. You did that last year, and then you realize he's a bag of shit.
Okay.
You already did the Aiden O'Connell.
Sorry. Is Joe Flacco a backup quarterback? He's fucking better than Richardson.
I actually would slightly agree with that. Yes, I would.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think Flacco's better than
this
Richardson.
argument's not fair. It's flawed.
But it's not flawed because Flacco's there for a reason, just like Minshew was there for a reason last year. That you need to play Richardson to see what you got with your 4th overall pick.
He can run. He can't throw.
Well, but you need to give him some reps here. He's played, 7 games in his career?
Well, we'll see.
They also don't run him enough, honestly.
They don't.
It's because he gets hurt every other game. That's,
yes.
I mean, it's
it's very like a Robert Griffin, the third thing. It was horrible to watch. The guy was amazing. They remind me a lot of each other, actually, but Griffin was a way better thrower of the ball.
Well, Richardson's way bigger than Griffin.
Yeah, well, yes, he is. That's why. Well, Griffin got killed in the playoff game versus Seattle. I felt bad for him.
Yeah,
they actually Shanahan ruined his career. They should have taken him out.
I have never seen anything like that I can remember in the NFL. What Jaden Daniels does when it looks like he's jogging, yet he's just going past everyone. It looks like he runs in slow motion. He's just.
What's going to happen with the Bills too? And I'm all for toughness, but Allen's going to get killed one of these days. They're going to get fined. For what happened, he was definitely I've been concussed and I know what it's like. That guy he was talking about my shoulder. Yeah, he was fucking stone cold out, and I've been there.
We all saw him out cold on the field.
Done.
Just can't go back in the game.
Have you ever been knocked? I've been knocked out before, and I know he was knocked out. Like that's complete.
I saw you get choked out before in the studio.
Yeah,
that was an HR
I can't believe I do those things. Like, yeah, no, that's another thing. Like, wow, that's
you were asleep in about 6 seconds. I don't know how he put that choke on you, but he
told me, he goes, "Thank God you're not a midget in Italy. I made a guy shit his pants," because he says some people when they get choked out, you lose all bodily function. I'm like, that's good to know. But after I did it, imagine that live on the score and I go in my pants. I didn't even have any men's diapers on. I did it clean. Yep. That's that. Know what that is called, Pizzola? Commitment to the bit.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I was not committed as the producer who had been working for about 3 months.
Yeah, we got in trouble by
hardcore
HR.
HR violation.
I'm sure they like the ratings for that show, as I almost could have died on air. Hey, John Levy, why don't you cut me a check?
Well, it was Morency that I was in the talk back telling Morency, I'm like, we can't do this. We can't do this.
I want money for that. I deserve
the fuck up, Pizzola. It's happening.
It is
happening. Shut up,
Pet
Pizzola. It's happening.
It is. It did happen.
It did happen.
And I like, where's my danger pay?
I thought you faked it. I swear to God, I thought you faked.
Are you kidding me? Snort like a pig? How do you fake that?
I don't know. It was such an
unnatural. I'm some kind of award-winning actor. I'm not Philip Seymour Hoffman, bro. That was real, very real, realer than you ever know.
I mean, you've lost so much weight. You no longer give off big Philip Seymour Hoffman vibes, but you do kind of have Philip Seymour Hoffman vibes.
Great.
Philip Seymour
he died
Hoffman
of a drug overdose.
Well, I don't think you're a drug addict, but like you just.
I like to have fun, but I'm not. I'm different now. I got diabetes. I can't die. Like,
have you ever made a call to the bookie saying, "Give me all the teams in the National League
on the road. Give me all the road National League teams and all the home."
I go, give me Carolina again, and he goes 111. It's worse than that. I should literally, like we did in the old days with Renzi, put a dartboard up. Yeah. It's like Pat's fucking coin. Dartboard and coin, they win every week.
Hey, the coin is winning by 9 games against the spread against all of us.
Coin's crushing you guys. Oh, Feinberg and Jay, you guys are done.
Coin is hot.
The coin's very hot.
Coin is very hot.
I'm taking coins picks this week, actually.
Coins on Carolina, Cam.
Yes, coin. I can rely on the friendliness of the coin. What a great friend.
Coins on.
You know what? I feel good now. I like coin.
Coins on Carolina. Cust is on Atlanta.
Perfect. This is great. This actually might work for me. Amazing. Thank you, Coin.
All right, I'm down to 3 here, so I need a little bit of help. I like the Steelers -3 against AOC. I like the Broncos +3 at home, and I still like Tampa, even with Spencer Rattler -3.5. Long week for them to prepare against a backup quarterback, and it's a short week for New Orleans starting a backup quarterback.
I'm out of juice, Rob. This way, you and Pat work this one out.
I think of the ones he gave. I think I like the Broncos the best, just because it's hard for the Chargers to win by mark. They run the ball so much, and they don't care. They just play field. Look at the total of the game. It's 35.5. Like I don't think the Broncos are as good as but they have a defense.
To get a win and get out of Dodge. He doesn't care if he wins between 1 or 3.
Yeah, so I think that's the one I like the best of those.
I just see the Steelers-Raiders game. It's like, oh, it's 13-3, the end.
You know what, Pat? And I look for a reason to take it. I'm with you. Like, if it's the Squares play of the week, like Aiden O'Connell and the Raiders, like the Steelers losing like that to Dallas, like how the fuck are they not winning that game by like 13 plus? I almost made it in my minerals, and I hate favorites. I like Pittsburgh, but why, Rob? You like the Raiders?
No, that's just a guaranteed win for me in the win totals pool that we did earlier this year. I ended up with both of those sad sack teams. I
was doing well when New Orleans was doing well. I'm no longer doing well.
I'm doing great now. I'm making a huge comeback.
You have Washington. Washington was your last round pick.
Washington.
Yeah, what a pick by me on Washington.
What a steal.
I'll give myself the old Barry Horowitz.
Yep.
Carolina's really bringing down my team because my rest of my team's not too bad.
I will take Denver +3 as my bronze
I wish you
pick.
luck.
So to recap,
Geoff's our friend.
That's fine.
Okay.
I have Chicago, Green Bay, and Denver against the spread as my minerals. Rob has Washington, Philadelphia, and Detroit. Cam has Tennessee, Carolina, and Detroit as well. Once again, if you use code Mayo at Underdog right now, you get that free pick for Thursday Night Football if you're watching this before Thursday Night Football. But you got to use code Mayo. You need to be a new player on Underdog, and you just go higher, 0.5 on Brock Purdy, and you're good to go.
Can I ask you a question? Can I have a copy of this show, please? I want to have this one for posterity's sake. It's been fun. I just want to have one. Like, is there a way I can have a full episode? Like on a CD?
It's going to be on YouTube.
No, I want a CD. Like I want something like I can have or like a CD, like something I can like put into something.
You know what? I will go to my mom's house later on this week, And I will find my old computer from 2002, and I will burn you a CD, Cam.
Wait.
Is this a joke, or are you serious?
I mean, I might have to download this off like Kazaa or LimeWire, but it'll work.
We need to stop here. We need to stop just for 1 second. Please just let me speak for one. How is a CD player more accessible to you in the year 2024 than YouTube? You have to explain this
Rob,
to me. I will never understand.
I want to have a great, like a package, like something that is tangible, like gold versus paper. I don't care how old it is.
So what if he just puts it on yeah. But like a memory drive or something like that.
It's on a stick. A
USB stick.
I like it.
Why do you need a CD?
I want to put it in a crate with my other CDs and go, oh, remember that episode? Like I
just want to remember back on it.
Yes, I want to look at it as a tangible product. I don't want a fucking pin drive or whatever.
Why don't we put it on vinyl and then we'll put it up on the wall?
You know what? If I paid I would. I'd pay anything to put it on vinyl, and I'd have that thing on a record with the sleeve. And Pat could do the crazy pictures of our faces. I don't know what band this week. Something to do with Panther, Steel Panther.
No,
it makes sense.
We have one where Rob is Luigi and you are Mario, but played by Captain Lou Albano.
Oh, amazing! I love it. Sorry, we're all over the place. We're getting angry at each other. We're loving a lot of quality.
I love you, Cam, but your frustrations with technology really.
No, Rob, I fixed my own computer. I'm just saying, I'm making a simple point and it might be a stupid point. I don't want a thumb drive. I want literally a CD, a DVD, something like that. I don't care. I don't care what you think of, what year it is, whatever. Okay. I want a hard product. Okay. I know what I could put it on. I don't give a shit. I want a fucking CD because I have CDs. I still listen to CDs in the car because that's what kind of loser I am. I had a tape deck in my Cutlass, but that car blew up. So now I got a CD player in my Corolla. Okay.
What?
Got it. What? There you go.
How did your car blow up?
It's fucking old. I ran it into the ground. Probably used
that's the one that Billy the doorman used to sleep in at the score. The Cutlass.
Yes.
I count him sleeping in your car a few times with newspaper on top.
Have you ever been in that car? Those seats are better than a lazy boy. It was like drooling in my car. I'm like, wake up, Billy. Like, aren't you supposed to be the security and doorman? Oh man, these seats are comfortable. They were. Rob, it's beautiful. Those old cars, you just sink into them like an old friendly couch. A good friend.
Do we want to try a teaser one more time?
No, I think we should lay off this week.
All right. Yeah, we're abstaining a week from teasers till we can regroup.
We don't need teasers. You guys can figure it out yourself. Or we should do one and they should bet the opposite. But you guys make the decision. I have no idea.
I'll tell you, I don't like teasing up Washington, Rob. I'd rather just bet Washington to win the game.
I'm going to be very clear. If we're doing a teaser, I'm just teasing the Eagles. Because if I lose to Deshaun Watson, I'll live with that in life. But I'm teasing the Eagles down.
All right, so I'll tease Denver up to 9. You'll tease Philly down to 2.5. Give me one, Cam. Carolina? That sounds like a loser.
No, the problem with Carolina is when I do those teasers and I've looked back in my history, they're the one team that I lose every teaser on. So I don't understand why I don't hate them because they get blown out. They're either going to be in the game, beat the Raiders, or get blown out. Kind of your Washington argument.
Yeah. I mean, honestly,
dog.
We didn't talk about this game at all. And while I do like Buffalo to win, I think Jets plus 8.5 is a pretty good teaser.
Done. Right? I think actually I'm going to tell you guys something, and I want to bet Buffalo because I work with Bills fans and on many shows that I do. But I'm going to tell you this. I think the Jets win this game this week. Give me the Jets on the teaser.
That will do it on the Pat Mayo Experience. That was a fun one. I will get you physical media for that. It might be VHS. Who knows? But I'll try to find it.
We can't do VHS.
Well, you're really limiting my options here, Cam.
CD or DVD? Can you work with me? I gave you my all today, Coach. I really did. I'm out. I got nothing
By the way,
left.
Michael Pittman out multiple weeks for the Colts. That's Cam's gold pick, Tennessee, right there.
Ooh.
I mean, that might. I mean, you talk about Richardson playing. How many catches does Michael Pittman have this year? 6.
I don't know, but Josh Downs also missed practice today, so you might be dealing with some serious injuries on that.
Better get my Tennessee units up a bit, right, Rob? Before it gets to minus 2.5.
Exactly.
Well, I hear the best way to get your units up is drink that water up north.
I haven't had since that day. It hasn't been the same. There's something magical in that water, but I don't know. We'll see.
Have you been back there since?
No, I haven't.
Nor have I tried. The same?
I've never had Viagra, so I can't experience beautiful crystal water versus a pill. But I'm right now. I would take the water at any plus price.
I have a guy that can get you some Chinese Cialis if you want it.
Actually, we'll talk off air. I need something else, but it's not Cialis. Thanks.
Okay. Well, that will do it on the Pat Mayo Experience. I have to get off air and talk to Cam about whatever it is that he needs, because I'm a facilitator over here, apparently. Thank you to Rob for being on. Check out the Hammer.bet and the Forward Progress YouTube channel, where he does all of the best bet shows like this. They're probably less fun, but they're probably more accurate. But he's also doing the watch-alongs during all the primetime games as well, so I'd recommend that you tune into Sunday Night Live with me, and then immediately tune into Rob Feinberg and the whole cast of characters over on the Forward Progress YouTube channel, and check out Cam on Sports Grid as well. Okay, I'm Pat Mayo. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Pat Mayo Experience! Experience!